Hey everyone, MrTass here at the MrTass 3D Print Shop. I have an interesting item to show you today. This is a Gunstock from UFJoy. It's the Unistock MK1 Pro. He had sent this to me to check out, provide some feedback, and so I just wanted to open it on the box. Now this is a very unique Gunstock with some unique features that I haven't seen on any others. So let's dive in, we'll talk about them, and we'll see it. You can see the videos off to the right there. That is Mr. UFJoy himself showing you how the Gunstock is used, and a little video play on the bottom of it in play. So this is the main rail, and you can see it's a lot of parts, but we're going to get into it. This is actually a belt case loop. You can see it on the side there. This is so you can store the stock when you want to have your hands free. Built in. Comes with a cable. This is the belt for the holster. These are the grips themselves. Now it's very interesting on his design here. By the way, this all did come packaged in lovely bubble wrap, which I saved the time and we did earlier. But the grips themselves, it's all nicely 3D printed. It feels kind of rubbery on the inside actually. Nice solid print. And they have this latch system. So when you pop it out, you can take the grip out. So you can see here, this bar slides under the groove here to lock it in place. So when you're playing, you can play, you can lock them, and they're not going anywhere. So these are the Quest 1, 2, Pro, probably even 3 grips. He also does make a set for the index. You can see there, you can tighten, lock index down. Set that aside, I don't have an index. And he also, this will work, he has a version for the Pico 4, which there are not a lot of Gunstocks out there for the Pico 4. This is the main section of the Gunstock. Bunch of little parts here. Got some red little parts here, another little lanyard. And this is an interesting piece, which we'll get into, but it's for a pump action shotgun feature. So these are all the parts. Now what makes the Unistock very unique and different is its adjustability on the fly. So you can adjust this while you're playing. If you're using a different gun, you can unlatch this, you can adjust the angles of everything, and then lock it back in place while you're playing. And you can also adjust how far out the stock is, the buttstock piece, and you can lock it all down so that way it's locked in. Adjust your angles. Very interesting, and a lot of cool engineering went into this thing. So I'm going to set it back down like this. We're going to set this aside, set these aside, and we're going to get out our little pouch of goodies here. So it comes with a couple different parts. This is the elastic. You can do a pump action shotgun feature with this, which we'll get into here. That goes on there. Some little stoppers that you can use, and it's all nice, very nice 3D printed, works great with the metal and the locks and grooves, some extra bolts. So let's piece this thing together. So the Gunstock itself, the MK Pro retails for €169, which is not terrible considering everything that you get with it and the abilities and the features. So this slides in to there. You can see the hole lines up on each end here. We're going to take our big bolt, going to slide that through, and we're going to screw it down like so. And then we need a bolt through the top here. That goes through. And there was a smaller bolt, but it didn't seem like that one would fit. Come on. Give my fingers and hands here. Oh my goodness. Come on. Cooperate with me. There we go. All right. So that locks in the rail. And again, we can adjust our Gunstock piece here where we want it. So once you've got that piece in, you can now slide in the grips. Now, this is the right-handed version. So I'm going to put in the correct grip to the correct gun. There we go. All right, so it slides in like so, and now you can grip it. And you can pop these, which we'll get into, by hitting on your body. You can tap it with your fingers. Different ways to lock and unlock. So that's going to be my right grip. This is going to be my left grip. And so now we just slide these onto the rail here. And it's interesting, little screw loose down here. So you can adjust where you want this on the rail, and then you can lock it down by just screwing this knob on the bottom so it doesn't go anywhere. So we can slide on our left one. And the reason that it's designed this way is so that you could, and you see how the left one, it actually has little rollers here. It's designed for that pump action shotgun feature. So when you have this connected, and if you have the elastic, you can slide this back and forth, or if you prefer, you can lock it down and just have it fixed on the rail using the bottom here. So that way it doesn't move. So you're good to go. All right, there's that. Slide this back down. Okay, there's those two pieces. Now, this piece here is interesting. So I'm gonna loop up and under from here. Come on. There we go. And I'm just gonna loop it around here like that. And that can go onto there. So this slides on. Now this section, you can adjust this for however far you want based on how far this is and how much force you want to be able to pull and do the shotgun piece of it. So if you need more room, you can space this out and then use your little bolts here. And you can slide that down and in, and you can lock it into place. Actually, I may. Interesting. Yeah. So you can slide this bolt down into there, and then you can slide that through. And so that's not going anywhere now. You see there? And so now I can have this, and if I loosen up my base here, I get a nice shotgun feature to it. So I could pump action my shotgun as I'm playing. So I'm holding it and pump action and go. Now if I wanted to release the controller, all I have to do is pop with my palm, and I can unlock my controller here and then lock it back in place. So that is one of the very unique features of this Gunstock, is that pump action shotgun ability. Now what I could also do is I could also have slid one of these onto here to provide a stopper, so it only goes back so far. But what it also has is it also comes with this little hip holster. And so the way this works is you slide this rod into here, and you can adjust the length of it if you need to. But you slide that in, and then you slide this rod into here. And I will need to loosen this bad boy 1 second. There we go. So loosen that up. And then that goes into here. And so this goes like that. So the way this works is we use our belt, attach it. That loops around. So now I would take this and I will put it on my hip where I want it. I want this to be so yeah, once that's slid in and locked in, it's not moving. So you adjust it where you want it. So if I have this on my hip now, and I can put it where it's comfortable, now that was my bad. I undid the lock. So if I have this Unistock now, and I have it here, I can take it and I can pop the hands off and I can slide it in, and it now sits on my hip. So I'm going to move this camera up so we can see better. Never mind my mess behind. So you can see here, it is now on my hip and not going anywhere. When I'm ready to use it again, I just pick it up and I'm back in to play. And so these are locked in, they're not going anywhere. I'm ready, I can shoot. Go up a little higher here. So I can take it, I can aim, I can fire. If I want to release, pop that out, and I can pop it out. And you don't have to, you can, the magnets are fairly good that you could rest it in here and not have to pop it back on if you don't want. But if you want to lock it in place, you can do that for like the shotgun feature. But if you're not doing the shotgun feature, you actually don't need to lock it in, so it's always able to be free. And again, it's really cool that you can unlock this, you can slide that in, and now you're free to use your controller. And when you're ready to go, pop it back out, slide it over, and a little bit of muscle memory will get you going. So I can adjust this also if I want on the fly. I can bring it closer if I'm doing an SMG. I can do it longer if I want something more longer sniper. And I can also adjust this buttstock as simple and easy as I want. So it's really an interesting system. A lot of fascinating parts to it. You could also use the sling there with it. But I would say check it out. Let's go check the website real quick. And this belt buckle, it's nice. Has a little hip. Everything's there. I didn't get in the way at all. But let's go check the website real quick. So this is the website. You can also see it there in the bottom right corner, along with his YouTube. So UF, Next Level VR, again, all the different systems that it works for. There's a lot of videos out here showing different use, Quest, Pico, and here's the different models. So he started with the Unistock MK1, and then he did this upgrade with the holster and everything for the side. So you can buy the upgrade kit for it if you already had the MK1, or just go with the MK Pro. But there's the different prices. So it's €169 for the MK1 Pro. And again, this particular gun stock adds a lot of unique features that you won't find on other gun stocks, being the pump action shotgun, the on-the-fly adjustability. Most gun stocks are locked in once you set it where you want it, and you can't change it in the middle if you're doing a different gun or different things that way. And so you can see here some videos of some other people that have reviewed them. It's worth checking out. It's definitely a lot of engineering and design went into this, a lot of love, and I think he's continuing to work and improve and looking for any suggestions on things that might help it further. But I think overall, it's a cool gun stock. Check it out. If you like it, get it. You can always reach out to him if you have any questions, or reach out to me and I can put you in touch. Thanks for watching, and until the next video.